Hey guys, we're here to bring you at-home workout number 100. Woo! It's a big one. It's the workout of the day for Sunday, June 21st. So two things: a very happy birthday to Steve Mercutio and happy Father's Day to all the ICA dads out there. One equipment note: if you are coming to the outdoor workout, try to remember a broomstick, piece of PVC, something like that. In a pinch, your jump rope kind of doubled up, folded in half would work just fine. So we'll start the warm-up with a 400-meter run, and then you're going to go into 10 runner's lunges. So John will take a lunging step forward, whatever leg is in front, the opposite arm is reaching up and back, and he'll do 5 on each side for a total of 10. Then he'll grab his PVC or broomstick, and the first thing you're going to do is 10 muscle snatch. So it's going to come from the floor, he's going to pop it off his hips, and then go straight up overhead with that broomstick. Okay. Then 12 power clean to push press. So first in the power clean, he's going to start with, again at the mid-shin position. He's going to bounce it off his quads. Notice he's catching it in this like partial squat position. From there, he's going to immediately push that bar overhead into a push press. So catch it low, pop those hips to shoot it high. Now 12 front squats. So in that front rack position, nice slow control. Try to keep those elbows tall. 12 behind the neck presses. So nice wide grip, place it on the shoulders, and you're driving straight up. If that's not comfortable for you, bring the hands closer and do it from the front instead. Okay, if that just doesn't feel good behind the head. And ending with 12 overhead squats. So nice wide feet, bars overhead. Keep that chest as tall as possible. It's not for duty with the broomstick when you're not warmed up. But I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, and that'll be enough to get you ready for the workout of the day. As always, hit a couple reps of every movement in the workout, of which today there are 5 different movements.
Yeah, so for our 100th at-home workout, you've got 5 different movements, 100 reps of each. You're going to go through in order, so you don't break them up. You're going to get all 100 and then move on. The first one is going to be a kettlebell or dumbbell 2-arm chest press. So this is kind of like a 2-handed floor press, but it's a little bit funkier. So we've done this before on some strength days. So Nikki's, what's that?
Get the dog out.
Yeah. Nikki's gonna lay down as if she's bench pressing. Her hands are in on her chest, and she's gonna keep her elbows tucked in nice and tight. She's just gonna press straight up in front of her. You're trying to make sure you get all the way full extension. That is difficult to do when you're laying on the ground and your hands are in close like that, so fight for it. With the dumbbell, you can grab by the heads of the dumbbell, and it'll actually feel, for most people, a little bit more natural going this way. But it's just going to smoke the back of your triceps, a little bit of chest.
And you're probably not hitting your chest with the dumbbell.
With the dumbbell, yeah, it's probably staying a little bit off your chest, depending on kind of geometry. That's your floor press, or the chest press. From there, it's going to be 100 reverse lunges. So this is going to be 100 total, 50 per side. Nikki's going to reach way back, ideally touch that back knee to the floor and then come back up. The big thing is that when she hits the ground, this front shin is vertical. Can you give me one where you short step it? If you don't go far enough back, you can see that knee goes way far forward. That loads the knee in a way that we don't really want to. So you got to reach way far back, touch the ground with the back knee, and then come back up. If you have any knee issues, just miss the floor. If you don't feel good with lunges for whatever reason, you don't feel stable, whatever it is, you can sub air squats for that. Do 100 air squats in that nice upright squat, fire away. That's going to take us to a kettlebell or dumbbell 2-arm bent over row. So Nikki's going to grab a kettlebell first. The kettlebell is usually nice to kind of take an underhand or neutral grip. She's going to hinge over, and the goal is this nice slow pull up to her abs. So she's coming up till she makes contact, and this is one where you actively want to think about firing your lat to pull those elbows up toward the ceiling. You want to make sure that you're not coming out to the side. It's this move, as if you were kind of pulling on the rower in the gym.
And you're targeting like just above your belly button, so you're not shooting for up here, shooting pretty low.
Yeah, if you start hitting high, it's going to go up into your traps. We want a little bit more lat in this. If you're going dumbbell, you can go grab the heads of the dumbbell. You're hinging over again, and you're pulling up, and now still targeting the same area. These two movements are very similar. After that, it's 100 sit-ups. Classic sit-ups. Nikki's going to come down, reach reach back, touch the ground behind her head, and then come up and reach and try and ideally touch past her feet. But the big thing we're looking for is this range of motion where at the front, her shoulders are past her hips. So if you can see this kind of imaginary line coming right up from her hips, her shoulders go through that. That would be a little bit shallow. You're trying to come all the way up and through. Try not to make these real violent or spastic movements. You want, just like she's doing, very controlled, firing away.
If you know you feel a lot better with an ab mat, try to bring in a towel tomorrow that you can kind of fill that gap behind your back.
Yeah. And then lastly, it's going to be 100 single arm thrusters. Hooray! So it's going to be 50 a side here. You can break these up any way you want. But Nikki's going to bring that up under her chin, feet are out under her shoulders. She's going to sink down into a nice deep upright squat. She'll open her hips up to come up to the top, snap those knees and hips open, and fire it right up overhead. The more you can delay the press, as long as it is one fluid motion, the better this will feel. In other words, you want to make sure you're not starting to press while your legs are still straightening. Hit extension, launch it on up. Dumbbell, same deal. You're going to prop one head of the dumbbell on your shoulder. With the dumbbell, make sure you don't start getting to this position. It's more comfortable to hold the rack there, but now you're going for this awkward tricep extension to get it up overhead. You want a nearly vertical forearm through the bulk of this movement. Cool. There's going to be a 30-minute time cap with the understanding that each one of these movements could take about 5 minutes, and if any one of them gets a hold of you, it could take longer. So we're going to cap it at 30 to make sure it doesn't get too out of hand.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right.
All right, cool down. 2 stretches for you. The first is the standing quad stretch. So standing up tall, try to keep those knees together and get your heel towards your butt. You're going to balance there for 45 seconds aside. And then the crossover hamstring stretch, where John's going to lay down, and pick one leg. All right, you got the left leg. And he's going to cross it over his body, trying to get that toe to the ground. Arms are just kind of out wide, and trying to keep his left leg is across, so he's fighting to keep his left shoulder blade on the ground.
Whoa.
So,
all right.
Again, 45 seconds on a side.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see someone out in the parking lot, some of you out in the parking lot for the Father's Day workout tomorrow.
All right, enjoy.